السلام عليكم شيخ.
عليكم السلام. I apologize for taking so much time off the phone. Yes, أخي.
Okay. Sheikh Muhammad from Algeria.
Yes, sir.
Sheikh, I am Imam in Sweden, يعني new Imam. But I can't speak good English. Can I speak? Can I ask the question in Arabic, please, Sheikh?
Yes, go ahead, but make it short because I have to translate it for the viewers.
Okay. يا شيخ في السويد الإخوة كما تعرف. نعم يا شيخ، الإخوة في السويد عندهم إشكال في قضية المواقيت، والله إشكال كبير، قضية صلاة الفجر والعشاء، وكذلك مواقيت بالنسبة للرؤية والحساب في شهر رمضان. ما هي الطريقة الأمثل يا شيخ، وكيف نستطيع أن نتواصل مع سماحتكم من أجل هذه القضية يا شيخ؟ والله هم تعبوا كثيرا.
أبشر. غير ذلك؟
فقط شيخنا الحبيب.
Okay, barakallah fikum. So brother Muhammad, he said he's from Nigeria, but now he's asking about an issue of Sweden. So maybe Nigeria is a town in Sweden. I haven't been there so yet. So he's asking about a common problem worldwide. And this problem is always found in UK when Fajr is actually due. Sometimes you find an hour and a half difference between opinions. This can't be this much, an hour and a half. Yani 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I can tolerate this. But when you say an hour or an hour and a half, so in Sweden, especially when there is problem with the shortness of the night, when they have like 4 hours, 5-10 minutes more would add a lot of value to them. So they're having problem with the moon sighting as well. Akhi Muhammad, this isn't something that can be answered in a very direct and precise manner, because the moon sighting depends on the Islamic authority in Sweden. So if you have an Islamic center that the majority, not all, because definitely you will not have all the Muslims collaborating with it, but the majority of Muslims consider that Islamic center or that Islamic Sharia board to give them the rules on divorce, marriage, inheritance, fatwas, to rule cases between Muslims. So they consider it to be an Islamic authority. They give the timings of Ramadan and Eid, and you have to follow that. Whether they do this through calculation, which is wrong, or they do this through sighting of the moon, which might not be very accurate or possible, or they do it through following Saudi Arabia, which a lot of the Islamic centers are doing nowadays, especially in the UK, because it's always difficult to sight the moon, always clouds, raining, etc. So they thought it is safer to be with Saudi Arabia all the time, and a lot of scholars have permitted that. So this is for moon sighting. As for Fajr prayer and Isha prayer and Maghrib prayer, etc., sunset we have no problem in. Everybody knows when sunset is. But even though if it is not possible, the scholars have to improvise and come up with a calculation, a method of calculation. The most reliable method of calculation that I know of is al-Qura. When you have an app, it tells you, would you like it to be collaborated or to be synchronized with Karachi University or with ISNA or with the Muslim League or with al-Qura? Choose al-Qura. This is the best for Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib timings. Isha, it's not accurate because they always have it as at 1.5 hours after sunset throughout the whole year, 11 months. And in Ramadan, they make it 2 hours, which is totally wrong. So what to do when it comes to Isha, you can use the University of Karachi or any other one, because usually it is almost accurate. Why do we say that al-Qura calculation is accurate? Because this is what the great scholars such as Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan has stated. Here in Saudi, it was said that the Fajr time is not accurate. And so many people came and said, no, this is too early, you have to wait another 15 minutes to pray, or 17 minutes, and shuyukh came and said this and that. So they confused the people. I heard this from Sheikh Muhammad bin Salih al-Munajjid himself. When I asked him this question, he said, I asked Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan myself. So this is a connected chain of narrators. And Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan said, my son, I went to a place outside the outskirts of Riyadh, and I spent the whole night facing the east, anticipating and waiting for the honest or the true dawn to break. And once I noticed it, it was horizontal, it coincided exactly with al-Qura timetable. So depend on this, and inshallah you will be successful.